Alrighty, so I know it has taken me way too long, but I finally got Arthur. It was it was either me getting lucky on the pulls today, or I was gonna have to get him tomorrow. Luckily, I finally got lucky on it. I have definitely learned my lesson. I will not I will not be trying to get every single reward from jumping box events in the future, because I know whenever it comes to new characters, it's much better for me to get them and sort of showcase them instead of trying to go for all the little red enhancement stones and common treasure chests that are going to drop in between. So either way, we have a full, or not a full, but we have a human team set up, because obviously if you don't know what Arthur does, he's pretty interesting. I'm not super sold on him just yet, but his passive is increases the max HP of human allies by 10% for each human ally on the battlefield. So because we're running 3, we should get a 30% increase. Whenever the hero assumes a stance, one debuff effect is removed from each ally, and allies' crit defense increases by 5% for every debuff effect applied to them, limit of 10 times. So that's a total, at worst case scenario, 50% crit defense, which I would highly doubt we're going to get anywhere near that high. I honestly think that this is sort of like a unit to sort of counter bond teams, which, I mean, I do face bond teams from time to time, but it's not like super irrelevant. Or like, I don't want to say that. I do face a lot of like demons, couple of goddesses. Like there's a decent bit of variety right now. So I feel like if we're not going against like a bond team, it might not be as good because the other teams don't debuff as much. But anyway, if you're new to the channel or anything, feel free to subscribe. We're on the road to 15K. We have an unknown team. I actually haven't faced an unknown team in probably like 2-3 weeks. So I guess I've got that going for me. Roxy's actually the one targeted, so let's try to go for this first, and then we can get her gone next turn. The unfortunate part here is the fact that she actually has a stance cancel, which is not very good for us, so he's probably going to, if I had to guess, infect us, maybe stance cancel us, and then attack Roxy. He's got type advantage on Roxy as well, so that's not good for me. Arthur has a deplete card, which is kind of nice, I guess. Like, it's just a regular deplete. It's not a dissolve. So I guess I've got that going for me. But, okay, there's the stance cancel, which I don't think his stance... I think it's just a taunt. It's not a counter or anything, if I'm not mistaken. But it does have, like, a cool animation to it. Unfortunately, he canceled it, like, literally turn 1. But, I guess, you know, it is what it is. So, either way, let's set up here. I guess we're going to go for the Ghislaine here, if possible, because she is basically the biggest threat. Okay, damage-wise, that was pretty bad. He does have Nanashi buffs on as well. Yeah, he's taking that quite well. We do have Roxy, though, so we get a little bit of a passive proc there. And then AoE card from Roxy. Ooh, really didn't do a whole lot. This might not be the greatest team. I thought, you know, I just kind of looked through and seen which kind of humans that I could, like, had that I could maybe run with the Arthur, because you want to have a human team on the field. Maybe I thought about trying Rudius because of the infect, which could be kind of nice. I think we maybe just got a little unlucky here with getting a Ghislaine unknown team turn 1, which was kind of unfortunate. What does this do exactly? Assumes a stance which grants debuff immunity and taunts the enemies for 1 turn. Heals 20% of diminished HP at the start of the turn. So, it's not bad necessarily. Let's go for, I guess, some setup here. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to kill off the Ghislaine, to be honest. I'm not super worried about this Rom ultimate, but I'll just go ahead and get rid of it either way. Hopefully he doesn't merge these 2 level 1 cards. He does. Okay, so that's fantastic. I think it was an Echidna card, maybe? Maybe it was a Rom card. No, it was an Echidna card. Okay, so no ultimates, which is good. Really need some snipe cards. Okay, I got 1 snipe. That's not too bad. He keeps getting the Nanashi buffs as well, which is not good for me. I guess I could try to get rid of Echidna, maybe. But I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. So far, I'm not sure what to think. I also want to do a test. Some people were saying that he's really good with crit defense gear, which I think could be pretty cool. So we'll maybe try out a geared showcase. It'll probably be out tomorrow if I had to guess, but I do have some crit defense pieces already lined up and ready to go. Ooh, okay. This is not looking good. Honestly, I think either of these ultimates are going to absolutely wipe me here. Out of curiosity, what are his ultimate levels? He has a 2-6, and ooh, this is a 4-6, I think. So I'm pretty much screwed. I'm going to have to take these off, and then I do still have the debuff on Ghislaine, so we'll try to follow up here. I'm not as worried about the Ghislaine, or the Rom ultimate, because all it does is lower attack-related stats, which can definitely be a hindrance, but compared to just absolutely getting obliterated by these two characters, I think it's worthwhile to try not to tank those. He doesn't have a way to take off my ultimate move gauge, but if he gets a level 2 card with Rom here, he can just stun my Bon, which would be devastating. He's using the level 3 and the level 2 card on top of the ultimate here, so I would imagine I'm probably dead here. Like, he's probably maybe not dead, but he's definitely going to shut me down a bit. Okay, this is a level 3 Sever card. That hit really hard. Level 2 Pierce. Actually, that worked out super well. If he would have killed anybody else, I would have been in a really tough spot here. I gotta be really careful not to kill my Nanashi buff. I gotta make sure I don't remove my ultimate move gauge, because I've definitely done that in the past. Let's go ahead and throw the Arthur stance on, and then I guess we'll ult. I don't have any more ult removals, so the Echidna ult is unfortunately just going to have to hit me, which means I'm probably dead, which I'm not even sold that this is going to kill Ghislaine, if I'm 100% honest. Okay, we do kill the Ghislaine. Decent damage on the other two. What was that crit defense? Up from Arthur there, I think. We get an ultimate removal now, which is unfortunate. No Bond combo, which is not good. It's going to be a miracle if I survive this, but he's definitely killing off the Zeldris, which means that I'm only going to be able to use two cards a turn. I think I'm just donezo, unfortunately. The Unknown team, it's just super hefty, man. It's got a lot of stats. Yeah, that kills everybody but Bond, actually. So I guess there might be potential, but I highly doubt it. Either way, we're going to go ahead and move on. Yeah, I think we're pretty much dead. There's no way that I could even lifesteal unless I get just like a huge level 3 merge here. It was super close, actually. Either way, we're going to move on. Let's do another one. Alrighty, we're down to Champ 3, which is a little bit unfortunate. We're probably... I would say normally when I end up falling down into Champ 3, the matches are definitely a bit easier, which I don't necessarily like because it just feels kind of, I don't know, cheap to win that way. But let's try to get rid of the Diane first turn here. Let's throw up the stance with Arthur. I really want to... I can't remember if they attacked into it last game at all, but... Oh, that was really close to not killing, which I guess because we crit, it might have killed either way because of the Roxy passive, actually. I forget about that. I haven't really used her except for that one showcase that I've done, so I'm not 100% used to her on the team yet. We do pull another Bond combo, which is nice. Oh, Escanor, you big dumb oaf. I want to see the animation for it. It's actually really cool looking. No. He has debuff immunity as well from this stance, which is actually pretty good for me because it completely counters Bond. That's actually super good. That's actually really nice. I like that. Let's go for, I guess, the combo, and then we'll throw out this. We are going to pop True Magic here on this attack, so that's not great, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Who does this go on to? It goes on to Escanor, which is not too bad. It's a level 2. Nice little chunk of damage there. 110 is not bad, getting him down to really low HP. Big merge into a spike card, and we pull a combo, which is really good. Okay. Okay. Alright. We don't have another stance, unfortunately, so we can't remove that and gain crit defense, but dude, he's tanking, man. I mean, like I said, we're in Champ 3, so it's kind of like one of those weird situations where I feel like it's a little bit cheaper because I'm not running up against people who have like the most invested into units or anything like that. So it doesn't make for the greatest showcase of all time by any means, but definitely interesting to use the unit in different scenarios, I guess, as well. So he really tanked well there. I'm actually pretty happy with that. We get both ults. I just want to see which Escanor card he's using. Okay, he's using the single target again. See, there's a lot of crits on it, but they're not doing like insane damage. Normally when you see Escanor crit, he's like chunking damage. So let's actually just move these out of curiosity because I think he's going to attack me again. I really want it to be an AoE. It's not. I really wanted to see the AoE damage because it's boosted while he's at like 0 HP. But dang, okay. I mean, I don't know how good that Escanor is. He was using the free Hawk Pass outfit, so I'm not 100% confident in that. But either way, let's do another one. Alrighty, we have a Bond team, which is good because that's what we want. I almost wonder if you, I mean, you really want to buff turn 1? So that way you can not have to worry about taking bond combos or anything, but you also, ooh, we didn't kill either. Oh my god, it's so good. I forget about it every time. Oh my god. I think that was embarrassing. Either way, I don't pull an extra stance. The problem is you want him to stance and cleanse so that way it increases your crit defense, right? Or crit defense. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it yet because we don't pull an extra stance. And another issue is that, like, man, every character that has a taunt nowadays, like, having a one-turn taunt is just, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's so underwhelming considering there are other taunt units that have like 2-turn taunts on level 1, even 3-turn taunts on level 1, that being Red Matrona. I know that she's kind of an outlier, I think she's the only character that has a 3-turn taunt level 1, but it's pretty crazy to think about that, you know, a level 1 taunt, it's just like, it's over and done with. And a character like this, like, yeah, he's really tanky and everything, which, maybe that's the thing, maybe you don't want, yeah, see, I mean, Melly's gonna eat through him, though. So that's kind of the problem. I'm not 100% sold. It's really good, I guess, but if you don't pull an extra, oh my god. Both ults, really? Luckily I have ult removal. I'm gonna pop True Magic though. I mean, we gotta get rid of it. I can't do anything about it. Luckily he does have an instant ult removal, which is good. That's definitely good. Having to play preemptively and put on dissolves like a turn in advance sometimes is just like, I don't know, you're not thinking about the next turn sometimes, and I mean, it puts a little bit more thought into it. This way you can kind of just work on things as they come up, which is good in some ways. Okay, big tank. Okay, like that. You can see his animation there a little bit. He's like, meep, meep, meep. It looks like he's wielding a lightsaber when he's like blocking, which is kind of funny to me. Ooh, this is gonna hurt, I think. Actually, not bad. Okay. I assume the Arthur passive is gone at this point, so we shouldn't be getting any extra like crazy crit defense or anything. Yeah, we're not getting a boost, but actually Bond has just good crit defense in general. So let's try to get rid of the melee here. Luckily he didn't go for melee and Bond's ultimate together again, because I think well, depending on his ult level on the Bond, I probably would have been screwed, but luckily we can get rid of melee here. Worked out pretty nicely, I would say. No merges, which is good. That would have been really annoying, actually. We get another Bond combo. I think he's doing his job. He's tanking really well until I can sort of set up which is good because honestly, the big thing with Bon is that you do have to use 2 cards. So there might be a little bit of stalling involved before you can even get the cards you need to be able to sort of like tank on or take on the team that you're facing. So I would say overall, it's not bad at all. I definitely like it, but I could see there being some issues with it, of course. Like, I don't know. Like, it could always be better, but then again, he's a free unit, so I'm not really, like, I shouldn't be expecting too much. I don't know. It's just one of those bizarre situations where you're like, is this character actually good? I had a comment literally today, and he's like, dude, when are you getting Arthur? Because I really want to know whether he's worth investing into or not. And I feel so bad that it took me so long to get him. I really fumbled on that one. But either way, because it's like a dead week next week as well. Like, there is a Labyrinth, of course, but because there's no new banner or anything like that, I get Lost Vein tomorrow. We're already messing around with Arthur today. I'll try to get 2 more showcases for Arthur out tomorrow, and then I'll mess around with Lost Vein a little bit for the rest of the week, maybe, and maybe a little bit more Arthur stuff, depending on what I can come up with. But it should be, I assume I'll be making a lot of videos on Lost Vein for next week, since there's no new character to mess around with. But either way, good match there. I think we have either 1 or 2 more tickets. I'm not 100% sure on this. We have 2 more tickets. The matches last really long. I may end up just doing one ticket here. All right. Ooh, we have an Angel team. Okay. I think we're getting a really good variety of matches, which is good. This actually may end up being really quick because of the fact that for one, he's going first, which is going to kind of hinder me a little bit there. But we'll see how it goes, I guess. He's not taunting turn 1, which is interesting. Mael does put on debuffs, so we could potentially see some decent crit defense gain here. Okay, going for the Roxy, understandable. Not quite a kill turn 1, which is really good for me. I don't remember. What does her lifesteal even look like? Am I going to be able to survive this basically at all? Lifesteal's 37%. Unfortunately, this is a flood card, so not great there. I really want to go for the Bond. I think I might sacrifice the Roxy. Let's go for the kill on somebody first to see if we can try to lower the Mael's damage output. Ooh, the little boost from the crit there is so good, actually. We did remove debuffs on Arthur, so we should have a little bit of an increase. Okay, getting tons of extra stances this time around. If he kills the Roxy off, we're going to basically get a new hand, which might be pretty decent. Hopefully we can pull some Bond cards if he does have AoEs here, which I'm going to assume he does. Yeah, there's an AoE right there. Okay, we live that, but yeah, this AoE's... yeah, that's going to be able to push him over the edge. Okay, so that's unfortunate that we lose a Roxy, because that's kind of a big part of this team. Ooh, okay, he is tanking. Okay. It's not terrible. We can remove ultimates as well with him, which is really good for me. Let's go ahead and throw it out. Let's go ahead and remove the ultimate, and then... I almost want to push towards Bond's ultimate, but I also want to get rid of cards so that way I can try to pull a Bond combo. So we're going to go for... no way! See, I knew that his damage, like his low damage, was going to end up hindering us at some point, but... man. Okay, he is disabled, though, so he's not going to put on the stacks. His ult hits super hard, though, man. This is probably going to suck. We don't even get the bomb combo either, which is really bad. Oh, and he cleansed it off. We're done. We literally lose this. Okay. I'm pretty happy with him, though. Free unit. Decent. Pretty good so far. Obviously, this was an ungeared showcase. There's not much I can do about that. Maybe I should have went for the Margaret instead of the Sariel, but I didn't want him to start like putting up counters and stuff like that and be really annoying. But I would say not too bad overall. We'll definitely mess around with him a little bit in Geared. Unfortunately, I am already in Champion for this week for Geared because I was trying to push so hard to get tickets to pull Arthur. But either way, that's pretty much it for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this Arthur. I'll definitely do a couple more showcases on him tomorrow, and then we'll maybe start messing around with him in a little bit more variety, and maybe even some Lost Vein content starting the day after. So, yeah, either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one.